Ladies and gentlemen, and whatever gender you choose, this is an AFL Rivalries tier list. And I'm going to go through every AFL club and then tell you why. Why the rivalry is the best or the worst. We got Prime Footy, great. We got pretty good. We got decent, Joe Hart. We got starting to stink. And then we got would rather watch paint dry. Now the categories are done. Let's get right into this. Port Adelaide is prime football.
Port Adelaide, big hit from Brogan. Gee, that's a big hit from China Jericho Thompson. That's a gem of a kid.
That's bang heavy.
Gone down.
Well and truly on top at the moment. Oh, down goes Bassett. Sat down.
Almost full forward. He's taking Kane Corns with him.
Big bump on Hitchcock. Bang, cop that.
Yes, the history is not there compared to the Victorian clubs, but it is prime football. This is decent. As a rivalry, it's decent. It's a derby, but not amazing. I'm going really quick here. I mean, look, obviously it's an exaggeration, but I think Brisbane and Port Adelaide only recently has been good because they've both been good teams. But in terms of a rivalry, over the course of the AFL, it's not been that good. I'm going to turn the aircon on. If you can't tell, I'm really fucking sweaty. And I don't know how much noise that's going to make. I'm recording this, it's like 35 degrees, right? I'm an absolute sicko for not having the aircon on. But save the world, save the planet. Collingwood Brisbane, I think, is a good rivalry, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not amazing. Unfortunately, let me move over a little bit. Am I in shot? I don't know, I'm gonna have to redo that. Prime football.
And the pies prevail for Pendles. He can give it to Gideon and go for the run. He kicks the goal. Collingwood are in front. Collingwood are in front. Can you believe it? Siren. Collingwood win. Carlton are out of the finals. Collingwood have won in the most dramatic of comebacks.
This year, but he's also got a 5 and 2 twos. And he's got a single today, Mason Cox. And he's talking about it as well. He's shaping up. Into handball. What about that one? Big tackle on the siren by Dow. It goes unwhistled. But we might see a few extras here. Maynard in the face of Rowe.
Stay with it, Hutto.
There's a bit of this stuff coming to the MCG at the end of the year.
Well, he can't get a free kick.
We're getting an entree now. Chance to show a bit of bravado. Grab a jumper.
Right, a check out.
Big Baso's getting in there. Dale Thomas just got hooked around the neck.
Definitely the best. Is the best rivalry. Let's cut it there. Second best rivalry.
I reckon we're out of time. Siren, it's a draw. It's a draw. There's the siren. Arms in the air. That has gone through. Jamie Elliott has won the game of footy for this famous club.
Swan, chance here. He can run this Swanee. He's going to arch his back and take them on. Gets to the pocket. And yes, he does. Oh, that was huge.
It's a mark to Zaharakis. Zaharakis has kicked a goal. The Bombers are in front of the G.
After all those years with Hawthorn and 5 sensational mark by Alessio.
To full forward. Cloak, not quite. Blair, Collingwood back in front.
To kick hurriedly, it's a lucky one. Here's a chance for Davey to use his pace. Burns gets there, does he? No, he can't. Davey breaks the tackle. Davey runs to 40. Davey kicks a superb goal. Oh, that's as good as it gets.
Oh, actually, I take that all back. There's one coming up. Melbourne Collingwood is a pretty good rivalry. Collingwood Richmond, I think, is only the reason I want to keep prime footy for the best.
They try and get him in a Shepherd arrangement back to back.
Oh, the Collingwood boys tackling. Look at the Collingwood boys.
King.
They're into him.
They're drawing him, all of them.
Do a push-up with them on top of you, Jakey.
It's a group drawing. And Jake is being pounded into.
Everyone on the ground's in the fight here. And the forward footy's still going, Brian. They've called play on.
Here Starting to boil over Blair and Rance going at it. This is going to open up. Jolly's in there now. This is erupting here at the MCG.
Massive
Players
melee.
from both sides coming in. Dawes is in the middle. Blair's is there with a little left hook as well. And it is absolutely on here at the MCG.
And who's on the bottom? Jake King's on the bottom. Shane Tuck handles himself well. Don't worry about that.
Tuck and Beams are going at it. Little fracas breaking out everywhere here now.
There's a reason I have him there. Look, history's huge, but I also want to do recently, and I hate Collingwood, but I hate other clubs more. Collingwood, West Coast is actually a decent rivalry.
The siren's going to sound. They've won it. The unwinnable game. Collingwood have won it.
Sheed from the boundary. Needs to be inch perfect. He is. He's got the most impossible goal.
It's up there. It's really good. This, I think, honestly, it's not the most amazing rivalry, but I think it's still decent. Now this rivalry is the best. Air conditioner remote as my microphone. Now, Collingwood Carlton are huge. Collingwood Essendon's huge. Essendon Hawthorn, when I was growing up, always was the game I wanted to watch most apart from Richmond games, because they hate each other so much. Line in the sand.
We've failed in the last halves in several games this year. And some real eagerness there and spirit shown in the middle. And this bubbling over a little, Vandenberg.
It is on everywhere in here, boys. Spot fires all over the place.
And there it is, Pachoni, all McFall, and Vandenberg letting lefts and rights go with the feet.
You can't do that.
And here comes Welsh to remonstrate with Vandenberg.
This is the 1980s revisited.
Well, I tell you what, at least Hawthorn is showing a bit of spirit here. And Campbell Brown looks to be bloodied round the mouth as well. Dustin Fletcher getting involved. Barker stopped that pretty quickly. This is unbelievable. We haven't seen these sort of scenes for a long time in AFL football.
I'm not sure this is the Olympic spirit, but it's something out there.
Beaumont and Murphy all a little right cross there, was it?
Former teammates.
Matty Lloyd's hit.
5:22. Chance for McVeigh. Gains about 5 metres. Sewell hit hard by Lloyd. And Sewell is out.
They're going to be angry.
Here we go.
They are going to be angry, the Hawks. They're angry.
Hodge and Lloyd, Osborne coming over the top.
And I tell you what, Matty Lloyd, you're the target. You can't hit a bloke in the head. We found out last week with Buddy Franklin.
Well, this seems. This is a very serious injury. He's not moved, Saul. And Matthew Lloyd is in a lot of trouble as Campbell Brown's caught late. I tell you what, Matthew Lloyd will be lucky to get through this game the way the Hawks are looking at the moment.
Even recently.
Inside 50, Hurley at the back, Warple, the Warpino, to finish it all off. Biggest moment of his life.
There's always animosity there, and for me, the best rivalry in footy belongs to them. The Marshmallow, and I've gone through these really quick. Other things I want to elaborate on: Motlop's goal.
Howard pumps it in. They've got the outnumber. They all crash down. Flashpoint. Stevie Motlop. What a time! Oh! He is floating on air now. Stevie Motlop. Nothing. They can't. Seaman on the charge. The siren sounds. The sweet siren for Port Adelaide. Showdown 44 is over.
And just Jordan Dawson's red.
Man to cover himself in glory. Just coming back. And got there. The scenes at the Adelaide Oval.
Always, in terms of recent games, that belongs right up there, but we'll keep it there for now. I do want to put this there, and I might have to, but we're just going to keep it there for now. Marshmallow game, I think historically is a really good rivalry, but the Tip and Woody goal.
Pulse is racing everywhere. Oh, who else? McDonald, Tip and Woody. McDonald, Tip and
If you remember the commentary, it's like, who is it? It's like, I forgot who picked it up, but it's like Wealthy or Langford or something. McDonald, Tip and Woody! Anyway, it's a decent rivalry, but I think I'm going to put it in starting to stink, because it is starting to stink. Because Kevin Sheedy is no longer there to stir up the pot. How? How is this a rivalry? I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. This is also, I mean, Demolition Derby.
On the deck too, Banfield couldn't control it. Prescott knocks it forward. Still Prescott, in there with him is Metropolis, getting a reprieve, and he could well be playing for his footy future.
Again, the tempers are flying, so the players are very, very aggressive. Day will kick it, has just thrown a couple. Look at this, Dennis.
Down goes Fletcher, claimed immediately, and we'll have a bounce, and again it's on. And Dodd let one fly. Fletcher not amused either. And one wonders where...
And I reckon he's grabbed his knee at the end. I'd like to have a look at why he's grabbed his knee, because it was his right knee, and probably that's just where Troy Cook has hit him.
Fucking hell. Talk about the most violent game ever. That was pretty damn violent. If you haven't watched 2000 Demolition Derby, you're missing out on some prime football. Not that I condone violence. I don't. Don't smash. Don't do a bolter. Sorry, that was really not okay to say. And I take it back. I apologize. I sincerely apologize for my lapse of judgment. This is, it has to be in there, man. It has to be in there. Because the Kennet's curse.
Go the distance. Well, we want to freshen up here. This for the game then. Kickers on the way. Siren's gone. They've done it again. They've done it again, the Cats. How about that? The Cat is still on the back. Magnificent. Tom Hawkins has kicked the...
Bartel as far as he can. Long ball out wide. Belted forward by Burgoyne. That's it. The Cats have won another thriller against the Hawks.
It was a clean bump, but what happened was that when Burden charged in to get a player, Yates was waiting and pinged him. Pinged him right off. It was a very good play by Yates, and it makes up for the one. And Dermott has tried to make out...
Because everything, it has to be in there. Even now, they're both good again. I'm sorry, it has to be in there. It's starting to stink. Grand finals, yes. Finals, yes. And they're both good, yes. But now it's starting to stink. Battle of the Bridge, I think their games have been way better than this new rivalry. I mean, because they've both been good for a long period of time, that's why I think the rivalry is a bit better. Really good. Whereas Gold Coast has been shit forever. Recent years, last decade, up the top. But we're going to put in pretty good for now as well. I mean, the semi-final, I think the greatest match I've ever watched. There's been a lot. You know, I have some memories. I've got Ballantyne's goal after the siren on the boundary against West Coast, where he kicked it and he thought he went for a goal, and it actually hit the post and he celebrated, and then he fell on the ground.
From 52 metres out, it's online. It's there. It's going to the line. It's touched. It's a point. It's a point. All clear. Let's listen. It's a point. West Coast have won.
That's one of my favourite games ever. But I think watching the game live in its entirety, if you want to choose one, it's the 2016 prelim, Giants versus the Dogs.
Up goes Davis. The spoil was good. Daniel beat the ball in front of goal. Cordy's got another. They've kicked it. They've hit the front. Whitfield slams it on the boot. Jeremy Cameron, up he goes. Couldn't hold the mark. Green with a quick boot. Lands with Patton. He's taken the mark. Dixon pushed off it. Big pack. Who can get it front and centre? Bontempelli's there. Liberatore. McRae's out the back. He'll hit McRae. Haynes gets there. No, it's McRae. Draws breath directly in front to give the Bulldogs a 6-point lead. He's done it. The Dogs are in front by a goal. Can you believe it? The siren will sound. A 55-year drought ended. The Dogs are in the grand final.
Fucking hell. Such an exciting game, riveting, nail-biting, and I think if the AFL were to choose a game, that would be up very at the top of this list to show to someone to be like, this is our game, this is AFL, this game represents what we're about. Yeah, now this, look, grand finals, 12, 14, finals as well, but ultimately, the rivalry is starting to stink. Sorry, but it is starting to stink. Prime footy. But why this needs to be prime footy then, right? Right? No, I'm going to be honest. I think, personally, I dislike Carlton more. Personally, because of the round one, the whole round one thing. Sorry, I moved again. The whole round one thing means that the rivalries. Look, man, fuck Carlton. All my homies hate Carlton.
Mackay in the middle. Contact. No. Professional free kick as well there from Nan Purvis. And the Tigers would be delighted with that. And just on the eve of halftime, Nank says, go and enjoy that.
Arms down. Let's go. Nothing else. You watch him.
Baker and Newman want to go on with it.
Woo! Dreamtime. This is up there. This is up there. This is a great rivalry. This is, man, fucking hate those motherfuckers. Let's keep it PG. The children are watching. Lastly, this one. And now, the video you might think is going to end early. You're stuck forever. No, I just think I spat everywhere, but didn't see like waves came out. Waves. I'm going to go through after West Coast Sydney. What ones they've missed, because there's a few. Grand finals in 05 and 06.
Malchevsky, good placement, Banfield the fifth, O'Loughlin has got it, he's gold, and the Swans are back in front.
Are sort of the basis of this rivalry. Since then, it's not really been it. It's starting to smell. And finally, that's it. Okay, Adelaide fans, are there other rivalries? I don't. And are there any clubs who don't feature on here? There's Adelaide, there's Brisbane, Carlton, Collingwood, Essendon, Fremantle, Geelong, GWS, Gold Coast, Hawthorn, Melbourne, there's North Melbourne, there's Port Adelaide, there's St Kilda, there's Richmond, there's Sydney, there's everyone. But there's a few singles. Now, Adelaide, don't really think there's anyone else. Brisbane, I think you got everyone in there. Carlton, I think you've got everyone in there. Collingwood could have a rivalry with the Giants, I think. But and I think they have one with Geelong too. Essendon, I feel like Essendon could have the whole world. That's how fucking divisive they are. Other clubs Essendon probably should have, arguably Geelong, maybe. Otherwise, I don't think anyone else. Anyway, moving on. Fremantle, no. Giants. I personally would have Collingwood and Richmond as rivals of the Giants as well. Because, fuck, I hate those clubs. Geelong. Geelong aren't in here enough. They're only in here twice. Geelong and Collingwood I've already mentioned a plethora of times. You can even argue Geelong and maybe Essendon, but probably not. I think in recent history, you've started to get some Geelong-Brisbane games going up. Richmond-Brisbane games. Geelong just needs to be in here a little bit more, considering, yeah, they're only in here twice, I think. Maybe I'm not reading this right. Gold Coast, no. North Melbourne and Melbourne, not really. We've got Hawthorn, you could probably go with, you know what, I think Hawthorn, that's fine actually. We'll keep it at that. Leon's Insurance, how you doing? We've got St Kilda, Port Adelaide, Richmond, St Kilda, no. Port Adelaide, nah. I mean, St Kilda and Collingwood definitely could be there. Port Adelaide, I'm feeling maybe a, nah. Port Adelaide, Richmond, but that's just bias. I just hate it. And then Richmond Giants, perhaps Richmond, Port Adelaide. Richmond, Melbourne is literally the Anzac Day game. I don't see that on here. Unless I'm blind. Where's Richmond, Melbourne? I don't know. And then we move on. Dogs, West Coast, Sydney. No one else I can think of. And this is the final list. Thanks for watching.